Well, hello, my fabulous friends. Thank you for returning to part 2 of our Q&A. I started off with a question, is the rumor true? Is Marcus Anderson Prince Andrew's son? And it was such a shocking result. I kept asking it, and it's now become part 1 and its own video as a follow-up to the Meghan and Prince Andrew video. I don't want to give too much away. Go back and quickly watch that. And that being said, let's continue with our Q&A. So, on to the next question. Rita Smith's asks, can you please read on Prince Philip's view of Meghan, as I believe he was totally against the marriage from the start. I'm from the UK and have just found your channel and love your readings. Well, thank you, Rita Smith. Of course, I'll read on that. What is Prince Philip's view of Meghan Markle? What is Prince Philip's view? And I'll just do a quick 5-card reading. I'll see where it goes if I need to clarify anything. What is Prince Philip's view of Meghan Markle? What is Prince Philip? And I remember, didn't he say something about you don't marry actresses, you step out with them, but you don't marry them? I think we don't give the royal family enough credit. Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, and William all could see right through her. That she was a provocateur agent right from the get-go. They probably could smell her coming too, but I digress. I'm sorry, I'll edit that out. Again, this is a good time for me to say this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. It's a tarot card reading of my own accord. Please do your own research and form your own opinions. Full disclaimer down below. All right, so what's Prince Philip's view on Meghan Markle? Ooh, King of Swords in reverse. This is Prince Philip because he was a Gemini. He did not like her, and he was actually pretty rude to her. The King of Swords in reverse, really cutting remarks, really rude, very cold, very, very cold. When the King of Swords is around, not very nice people. Bit of narcissism there too. So, a narcissist can recognize another narcissist, just like a liar can recognize another liar a mile away. He absolutely did not hold back how he felt about her at all. And I wonder if that's why Harry was not allowed to keep the gun set that he got that he inherited. I wonder if Meghan just did not want any part of anything with Prince Philip around because of how rude he was. Rude to her. He said things in a backhanded way. King of Swords in reverse is really rude. Really rude. Oh, the Hierophant. And he was rude to her in a royal way too. And he did not want her coming into the family. 10 of Coins did not want her coming into the family at all, into the royal family. He did not feel that she was worthy of being a royal. Did not, because the 10 of Coins is legacy, is generation. Also, isn't that funny? I brought up the inheritance. This is also the inheritance card. He did not want her getting any of the inheritance at all. At all. King of Wands. Who's the King of Wands? This King of Wands that keeps showing up. Oh, you know what? Sometimes King of Wands is Queen Anne, because she does have that very strong Leo, and sometimes that can be shown as the leadership can be shown as a King of Wands. King of Wands is the leader. The only person above the King of Wands in leadership is the Emperor. That's the next step up. Because they both have the Aries energy. So this could be Queen Anne. Queen Anne could have maybe tried to calm the waters down a little bit. 8 of Coins. Yeah, he was worried she was after a bit of money. He was trying to protect the money for sure, because we've got the 10 of Coins in the middle here. So if you look at the mirror, he was worried that she was after the money. She was working for the money. And she was a master at her craft. I think they did consider bringing in lawyers. But I think Queen Anne was trying to calm everything down. I think she was trying to be the peacekeeper here, because the King of Wands can be the mediator and the peacekeeper. I think she was trying to keep the peace between the firm and the family, and trying to, like, right, even this King of Wands has their hand on their heart. They're upright. They're very truthful, integrity, honest person. And I think I'm pretty sure that's Queen Anne. Nine of Wands. They were embarrassed by her. They were embarrassed. They were afraid that she was going to embarrass the royal family. And he was right. They might have known about her history. But yeah, the Nine of Wands in reverse is embarrassment. All the different things that she's done, and she was never successful at any of them, really. And even if she was not a successful actress on a cable show. She wasn't. She's actually a terrible actress. I have never ever watched Suits. Didn't even hear about it until she was involved in the royal family. And I just have seen clips. And she was a terrible actress. She wasn't even successful at that. So they were kind of worried that she'd be unsuccessful in the royal family. And they were right. Yeah. Ace of Wands. They were worried about her coming into the family. They were worried about her, about what it would start, what she would create. Ace of Wands brings creation. Let's see, Five of Wands in reverse. Created a lot of discord within the family. They thought it would be a whole new beginning in the family, and they were right. Unfortunately, it was the wrong way. Six of Cups, yeah. Six of Cups. They were worried about the ancestry, the past. I think they were worried a little bit about her past. They were worried about her family. Let's see. Three of Cups. They were maybe worried about her partying. Maybe they were worried they found out. You have to remember, they did an extensive background check on her. Extensive. MI6, MI5. And I think they were worried about her past behavior with their drinking, because this is a lot of times this can be drinking with friends, but her past behavior as with outside marital activities, or threesomes, let's say. Nine of Cups. That was not their wish for Harry at all. They knew her. Prince Philip could see her coming a mile away, and knew they were worried about her family. Interesting, we didn't get money. I don't think the Hermit. That's Harry. That's Harry. They were worried for Harry. They were worried for Harry. The only one we got about money was like them working and working on her mastery of manipulation, or maybe working with a lawyer to see what they can do. They definitely did a background check, and they were, because this is on the Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, and Ace of Wands. They did a background check on her for sure, on her family, on her ancestry, on her partying, on her all her. I would say she had 3 marriages, or 3 hookups, or 3 long-term relationships, and there they are looking at them. They looked at all her relationships that she's had, and this was not their wish for Harry at all. At all. They didn't like her background. They didn't like her history, her past, and they didn't like her instability with relationships. Let's put it that way, and the ability to bring in, you're happy. Here's the 2 that are happy, but all of a sudden you're looking at somebody else. That was her history. That was her history. No, that was not their wish for their grandson, Prince Harry. Okay, so that's we got that straight. Prince Philip did not like her, and Prince Philip was rude to her, and that might be, why she didn't go to the funeral. That might be why what Harry did inherit, he had to sell right away. Might not have been his choice. Anyways, okay, that's that. Okay, so question number 2 from Birdie _ 777. I think Harry looks so much like Paul Burrell. Look at their side profiles: long torso, hand gestures, jawline, hair. Is that what Paul wanted to tell the boys? I doubt Di wanted this, but hey, poop happens when you're drunk crying on your bisexual BFF. Read on that. Okay, so Paul Burrell. Is Paul Burrell Harry's father, biological father? We've done lots of readings on who's Harry's father is, and I'm trying not to put the energy of what I think into the cards because they always surprise me anyways. Let's do a quick yes, no reading. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Is Paul Burrell Harry's biological father? Cards are ready. Oh, interesting cut. Change their mind. Judgment in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Queen of Coins in reverse. Knight of Cups upright. That could be the sperm. The Tower upright. 10 of Wands upright. 10 of Coins upright. 4 of Cups in reverse. Well, well, well. Queen of Coins, King of Swords. This is Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, and Judgment. No more chances. This is destructive news and a burden on the family. Oh my God, we are getting such shocking readings this time. 10 of Coins, his legacy is generational. A burden. And I said, here comes the sperm. Knight of Cups. What was Paul Burrell? Was he a water sign? Because the King of Cups would have been Charles because they were married at that point. So he would be the king. And look at how upset Prince Philip and this is Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip showed right here. And this might have been I think they knew. Of course they knew. Of course they knew. A 4 of Cups, regrets. Regrets. Oh my God. If the Tower wasn't here, but the Tower's here. And the burden is a secret, the burden and the legacy. It disrupted the legacy, disrupted the burden. The 10 of Wands is also things from the past, things that you carry from the past. This is also can be the ancestor card. So for example, things you can't undo, for example, is the race that you're born in. Not that it's a burden, it's just something you carry with you for the rest of your life. And this almost looks like Harry when he had his hair a little bit longer and lighter. For example, if you're born Chinese, you're Chinese the rest of your life. It's not that it's a burden, it's something that you carry with you. So this is, oh my God, great question. Great question. I did read on that, Birdie, and I think we hit on something here. Paul Burrell. Wow. Now we have to go back and look at their pictures. Thanks for that question. Great question. Is that going to open up a can of worms and to another reading? Wow. Okay. Okay. This Q&A is unbelievable so far. So from Bear. Hi, I have a few questions to add to the list, but please feel free to edit, skip, or disperse for any reason. I was wondering how often H&M see their children. Were Archie and Lilibet born by the same surrogate? If so, do Archie and Lily live under the same roof? If not, how often do the children see each other and are they growing up together? If born by the same surrogate but using different donors, would A and L be considered full, half, or adopted siblings? Will A-N-A-N-A-I be close to other royal cousins? I bet it's supposed to be A and L. Will A and L be close to other royal cousins and or each other when grown? Is one of the reasons H and M have kept the children away from everyone due to how easily anyone can obtain a sample for DNA testing. Okay, so we got a lot of questions there. So I'm just going to do a reading on H and M. Are they born by the same surrogate? And then if so, do they live under the same roof? And that will be answer if they see their children. And I don't know the legalities if they're born by the same surrogate but using different donors. I think they'd be adopted siblings because the surrogate is basically just the housing that the baby is in. It's not the DNA, right? I think they would be adopted siblings then. They'd be just as adopted siblings come from different parents. They're raised as brothers and sisters in kind, but DNA wise, they would be adopted. And will they be close to other royal cousins and or each other when grown? So let's just ask. I'm going to be doing a bigger reading on the children. I'm getting so many questions about the children, but let's just ask if they're born by the same surrogate, and if so, do they live under the same roof? I think that's what we'll keep it at for right now, and I'm going to be doing a bigger one on the children, and we'll get to some of those other questions then, but let's just answer that. Are Archie and Lily, were they born from the same surrogate? Were Archie and Lily born from the same surrogate? And if so, do they live under the same roof? Were they born with the same surrogate, and do they live under the same roof? Because if they're born under different surrogates, they might be living under different. So we'll just ask that first question. Okay. 10 of coins, no family there. No. The world in reverse, no. Ace of coins, no. That's a no, no, no. King of cups. 8 of swords. What does this King of cups have to do with anything? I would say no, they aren't born of the same surrogate, because then we would have the world upright, because that is birth. But no. And Ace of coins is different seeds, absolutely different seeds. And then 10 of coins is different family lineages, different family lines, different generations. This King of Cups, is this Prince Charles? Who is this? 8 of Swords. The truth will come out. The truth will eventually come out. Ace of Wands, no, they are not born of the same surrogate. 7 of coins on the Ace of coins, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is the King of Cups the father? Death in reverse. They definitely have different fathers. Absolutely. They have different fathers. 3 of Swords. End of heartbreak. The Empress. Interesting, we have 3 children in this Empress card. And then on the death, the sun. The sun underlying the Tower. Okay, no, there are not 2. I'm just, the clock here is telling me to 3. Did they try 3 times? But something about Archie here. Something about Archie here. In reverse. There's something about Archie. That was a no-go. Something about Archie. We have 3 children here. And only 2 are presented. And with the Tower in reverse, I think something happened to one of the 3. I think something happened to one of the three. Especially on the death card here, and the 7 of coins is my no-go. Seeds aren't planted. Ace of coins is in reverse, and that's a seed. Seed not planted, seed not viable on one of the boys. And it was heartbreaking, and they got over the heartbreak by having another one. There's 2 and then 1. I wonder what's going on here. If they're, I only get one empress, one, so I think I'm going to walk that back. I think there was only one. If I had other queens in here, I'd say there was more than one surrogate. I think there was one surrogate. I think there was 3 babies and one surrogate. One of the boys did not make it. Especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse here. There's only one male donor. Okay, I'm going to do a full reading on the kids. This is bothering me. Okay, so great question. Thank you so much. That's all I'm going to pull out of that, and I'm going to do a full reading. Now I'm going to do a full reading on the children that have been born, and whether they're with H&M and what's going on there. That really opened up a can of worms. Okay, thank you for the question, Bear. I'm kind of shook by that. Not your problem, not your fault. Please continue to ask questions, but sometimes the answers really bother me. Okay, so now she has another question. Bear has another question, a non-royal question. Will the full truth about the VR19 origins and safety and jabs ever be fully revealed? Will DF or any other leaders face charges? Bear, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to read about that question. Those kinds of questions you get strikes against that. And thank you for the question. Thank you for answering. And the only reason I'm reading it is to let other people know. Please do not ask questions about a VID19, and do not ask any kind of questions about a JAB or anything about the one who may or may not have killed himself in jail, JE. I will not read on them. I will not, because I do not want my channel taken down. I don't want to strike. Not that I don't appreciate your question. All right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Nimit, can you please put forward the next question? Do Harry and Meghan borrow the children, Archie and Lilibet, from a doctor or other parents that have been paid off? Thank you. Okay, so I think do they borrow the children from a doctor or other parents that have been paid off? So we're not even saying they're surrogates. They just borrow them like actors. Do they just borrow them and say, can we borrow your kids? We need a photo op. I mean, how would you ask that question? Well, mind you, though, they're so full of lies. We can't wrap our heads around how you would get around that. They probably have it all figured out. We don't want their faces on camera, but we need to show we have kids. And we want to keep them private because they'll be kidnapped. And really? So George and Charlotte and Louis won't be kidnapped? And Princess Anne? She was actually kidnapped. She still shows her face. So, yeah. So anyways, do they borrow the children? And like a rent-a-child. Are Archie and Lily borrowed rent-a-children? Cards are ready. 10 of Wands, a burden. A burden is lifted. So when they borrow the children, 10 of Cups in reverse. No, there's no family here. The Moon. They have to show something. They can't always be in an illusion. Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's no kids there. They do not have their own children. Somebody is providing them with it. Yes, here you go. Yes, with love, with joy, with peace. Um, Six of Swords. Yeah, they're kind of stuck. They're kind of stuck. They've already put this family out as a reality, and they're kind of stuck. Oh, Knight of Wands. Look at that. Six of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. There's no movement. There's no movement. The High Priestess, secrets. Secrets that will never come out. Absolutely. Especially on the moon in reverse. When the High Priestess is surrounded by positive cards, a secret will come out. When it's surrounded by negative or non-moving cards, that is a wall of secrecy. That is a wall. That is stonewalled. That's a word for that. Stonewalled. Nothing is moving. Nothing is coming out. No secrets will be revealed. Underlying Knight of Cups. We have Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. I think they do. I think they do have friends that come out. I don't see it as Doctor. That would have been a Knight of Wands or a King of Wands with a sword. I think I don't even know if it's friends. It's friends who come to the rescue for sure. Might be this Queen of Cups, might be the friend, might be somebody who is also a little bit emotionally unstable, so it helps them out, right? Yeah, there's a lady friend here, Queen of Cups, who releases the burden for them of not having an actual family. And keeps their secrets, but she's a little bit unbalanced. Um, she's like a lot unbalanced, the Queen of Cups. I don't know if I would trust her as much as they are, but yeah, they need to look elsewhere. Look at this Ace of Cups is looking elsewhere for this family, knowing that there's no family here. So you have to look elsewhere, look into the future. Yeah, they either borrow or rent or something, but there's a stonewall here. There's some kind of NDA that they hope it doesn't come out. They hope there's no rumors, right? They hope there's no rumors about this. It is very disturbing to them because instead of going from smooth waters or instead of going from rough waters into smooth waters, they're constantly into rough waters about it. And they're just playing. They're just players. But anyways, there's a stonewall here. Absolutely, friends come to their rescue and believe them in, for some reason, whatever reason they need these children for. Great question. All right. Okay. From Bear again. Thank you for such a fun read. Well, you're welcome. I didn't ask one of my questions correctly and wondered if it's possible to reframe. Well, of course. I know you mentioned H&M broke laws regarding royal succession, but as a result, is only punishment that the entire family lose their titles? Separately, is faking multiple miscarriage when a pregnancy or two considered fraud? And if revealed, could it result in criminal charges in either the US or the UK? Thank you. Well, you're most welcome. Well, first of all, I don't know if faking multiple miscarriages or pregnancies is fraud. If it is revealed, if it could be criminal charges, I don't know what those criminal charges would be. I suppose it might be in the court of laws, defamatory, or what's that one called? When you tell somebody you have a great investment and the investment fraud, like a fraud charge in that regard. You have a great investment and they invest money into you, and actually that's not what they did. There might be something like that in a civil court, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know if it's anything to do about breaking the laws. I know it's breaking the laws regarding the royal succession because it has to come from the mother's body of whoever the royal is. It has to come from the mother's body, it has to be witnessed by a doctor, and there's no doctors there. It is only punishment that the entire family lose their titles. I don't know. So Bear, thank you for reframing that, but I'm not a lawyer and I'm not going to read on that. because it is more of a law question than a question for the tarot cards. So thank you again for all your questions. I appreciate you so much and all your support on my channel. Okay, so this is from Deb. Hello, MF, new subscriber and thoroughly enjoying your enlightened reads. Well, thank you and welcome. A Q&A request, please. Have H and MM been brought together as they have a soul contract or past life debts to repay each other? Great question. If so, what happened between them? Were they royals in previous lives? What lessons are to learn from this Shakespearean drama, if only just a story or just a study on narcissism? Thanks. You know what? I like this question, and I seen other tarot readers read about it. Oh, geez, jumped right out. 8 of Cups. There's the Harry card walking away. And I've seen other tarot card readers read on this question, and they seem to come to the conclusion that Harry is Henry VIII, and Meghan is Anne Boleyn. So they were married in a previous life, and Catherine is Catherine of Aragon, and Anne Boleyn did not like Catherine of Aragon. And it is really fascinating. But so what I'm going to ask, because other readers have read on that, is do they have a soul contract in this lifetime? Is this lifetime, are they brought together to repay debts to each other in this lifetime? Have they been brought together to repay their debts in this lifetime? Have Harry and Meghan, is their soul contract to repay debts in this lifetime? Is their soul contract to repay debts in this lifetime? Oh, Queen of Wands. Well, yeah, that's Meghan. Maybe she was a queen before. 4 of Cups. Yes. It's regrets, things that you previously did not look at or you refused, and now it comes back into. So yes, I think it's more of Meghan's, but let's read on that. So do they have a soul contract for past life debts to repay each other? There might be four because that four of Cups showed up. They may have an opportunity because 4 cups in reverse are empty cups. So they might have, oh geez, now what popped out? 3 of Cups, 9 of Coins, 2 of, oh my God. Yes, they are soulmates. I know some of you don't want to hear that. They are soulmates. And 2 of Cups is soulmates. At 9 of Coins, it's money for her. And I think Henry VIII left her for somebody else, or the ghost of Catherine of Aragon, I think, was first. And yes, it has to do with Meghan and money. They are soulmates. And the 3 of Cups. Something to do with cheating, with having extramarital affairs, which we know Henry VIII did a lot. And it's really amazing that he didn't have more offspring that were eligible. Not that Queen Elizabeth didn't do a good job. It was just amazing that with all the affairs he had, that he didn't have more children make it. So let's ask the cards. I think they're ready. They already gave us a clue what's going on. Do they have a soul contract from past life's debt to repay each other in this lifetime? Cards are ready. The Fool. Yes, the Fool. They're both being very foolish about it, about how they're going about it. 3 of Coins now. We have, yes, they did have a plan, but it's not coming out the way they wanted it to. They might have had a soul contract, but they aren't honoring that soul contract at all. They're being very foolish about it. Queen of Coins has something to do with Catherine. Remember I said, and Catherine was said it was Catherine of Aragon. She is a reincarnation. So yes, it has something to do with Catherine in this lifetime. And Catherine, I think, was the wife of King Henry, while Anne Boleyn was the cheater. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Don't give me a spanking if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was. The Chariot. Wow, all in reverse here. They aren't doing their proper soul contract, what they came here to clean up. They aren't doing it at all. The Star. Here we have Diana again. And it has they've actually more focused on Diana than what they actually came here to do. Might be three things. Like I said, sometimes the Four of Cups is 3 plus 1 to me. So the 3 empty cups, because it was in reverse. And now we have the 3 of Coins. They might have 3 things that they have to work out in this lifetime, but they aren't doing it. They aren't doing it at all. They're focusing foolishly more on Diana than on their soul contract here, and has something very, very much to do with Catherine. She's the Queen of Coins, and here she is in reverse. Is this jealousy? Because sometimes the Fool can be jealousy. Could be Catherine's, because now Catherine is the Prince of Wales, or Prince of Wales, Princess of Wales. Could be Catherine. Catherine has Diana's ring, and look at that. On here, on this necklace, look at what that looks like. That looks like the sapphire with the diamonds around it. I think what they've been sidetracked by Catherine, and they're acting extremely foolish about Catherine's involvement with her mother-in-law. She's closer to her mother-in-law in the fact that she wears Princess Diana's tiara. She has her jewelry, she has her earring, she has her ring, she has her titles, and they're just acting like complete idiots over it. And they aren't completing their soul contract here at all. Queen of Cups. So is it something to do, again, this could be Diana or this could be Camilla. So now it has Camilla entered the chat. 3 of Cups, and we got that again. I think they had 3 things here to work on, and I think one of them was infidelity on one of them. Oh, the Tower. Yeah, you know what? They're gonna have to come back and do it all over again. What's the underlying? The Moon. Illusion, delusion. I think yes, because we did get the soul contract, but they aren't fulfilling it. They had 3 things they had to do. Is this Queen of Cups? Is this Camilla? Because they have the Tower in reverse. So they aren't building a sometimes the best karma that you have are things that are disruptive, and you learn from those. They're just burning down the house, and they're not learning anything. They're being very disruptive. They're being so foolish about it. It's all an illusion with those 2. Knight of Cups. No. Knight of Cups is emptying. They aren't fulfilling anything. Temperance. No. Absolutely. The Temperance angel is not. The King of Coins. This is Harry. So this is, and actually, you know what? In some respects, that does look like Henry VIII, doesn't it? No, he's not fulfilling his legacy. He's not being who he is. The King of Coins is the King of Pentacles. Harry's an earth sign. This should be him as a elderly, or like when he's ready to retire, successful career, everything success, piles of money. No, he's not doing any of that. And here's the Leo. They are basically going to have to come back and do this again. Basically, they have not come here. They aren't fixing anything. So if infidelity was something that they had to come and be, not, they had to come here to be faithful to each other. They're not doing that. There was 3 things. Maybe they came also to forgive the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, Catherine. They aren't doing that. And it's all, I think she's the one who's wrecking the relationship. Yes, Soul, here's they'll continue to do this forevermore. Interesting, we have the Knight of Cups here in reverse. And like I said, this strength card? Is this the Knight of Cups, or who is this coming with the crow on top and the flag? Is this destruction? Well, we got the Tower in reverse. Or is this someone coming to save the day? I think with all these negative cards, the destruction is definitely going to be on the Leo in this. But yeah, they've been doing this forever, and they'll continue to do this forever because they just don't learn their lesson at all. At all. They have no balance in their soul contract. They'll get back up there and go, wow, the hell did we do? Oh, sorry, H word. I think it'll be okay with this Page of Cups. If the Page of Cups was this way, I would say, well, they have an opportunity to maybe fix this, but it's in reverse. It's just, the cup is in reverse. Like, it's just, it's not working. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. No. 5 of Cups in reverse. No. Page of Coins. No. No, no, no. Secrets. No. They're going to get back up there and go, oof, we got it wrong again. Okay, let's try this again. This time for sure. We won't be sidetracked by Diana. Let's go figure this out. Honestly, those two. So yes, they are in a soul contract. They aren't fulfilling that contract, and they're just going to come back and do it again and again and again until they figure it out. All right. Okay, great question. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, this is from Bear. Thank you. I was wondering what is the connection between Virginia Duffrey and MM? Why would she call her to testify? Great question. What is the connection between, is there a connection between Virginia Duffrey, which is the person who was suing Prince Andrew, and Meghan Markle? Why would she call him to testify? Oh, you know why? Go back to my video about Meghan Markle and Prince Andrew. They had, say, a mutual merchandising agreement. That's why. So anyways, let's ask, what is the connection between Virginia Duffrey and MM? And let's see what the cards have to say. I'll do a quick 5-card reading on this. King of Cups. So is this Marcus Anderson? 10 of Cups, family connection. 7 of Coins. They had a unsuccessful, something they had together was unsuccessful. 5 of Swords. They have a common enemy. 6 of Swords. Things that were done on a boat overseas. There's something about the family, that there's some kind of family connection. But if you go back and look at at the Prince Andrew recording, I did part 1 of the Q&A, you might understand the family connection a little bit better. 5 of Wands. They had the same struggles. Ace of Coins. Might have been a money issue. Death. In reverse. Yeah, they have the same burdens. And look at, these are both water cards on water. I'm thinking this is Marcus Anderson as on the boat, on the yacht, directing some things that happen on the water and coming and going back and forth to the boat. That's what I'm getting from that. There's some kind of family connection though, and I think it's through Prince Andrew, because she is his niece-in-law, right? She's his niece-in-law, and they both know each other from the struggles that they had. And we have the 7 of Coins, which I call my dead cards, and the Death card in reverse. Something that was stopped. So something that I think Meghan stopped. And also, let's be clear here, Virginia was a paid escort. And so maybe it's something that they both stopped, something that they both stopped making money from. And it's a big burden, or something that they've done for a long time. So that's what their connection was, is they were both in the same type of business. and they both through Marcus. I don't think this is JE because there's no island here. And I think Marcus is somehow, the Soho House was involved in that. And I think the Royal Grift did a special on, there was some kind of magazine or online magazine, and all it did was show pretty girls. And it was implied that those girls would gladly go on to the yacht with you. So I don't know if Marcus Anderson, or some strong man was involved in that. And I wonder if they were both involved in that business. And also, she wanted, so they had the connection, they were in the same business, but she had the connection with Prince Andrew, at being his niece-in-law. All right. And burden of proof. I just got that. Burden of proof. She didn't have burden of proof, and she needed a witness to what they were doing for money, and that they both stopped, that they aren't doing it anymore. All right. Great question. All right. Okay. Next one. This is from Sandra A. Lord or A. Lord. I apologize if I said that wrong. I have a question. Is the paranoia and delusion that she will file for divorce? This would be on Prince Harry. Is the paranoia and delusion that she will file for divorce? Is the paranoia that Harry is having and delusion, is it that Meghan will file for divorce? Let's ask. So is Harry having paranoia and delusion that Meghan will file for divorce? Let's do a quick yes, no. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Cards are ready. 8 of coins in reverse. Oh, Knight of Swords. He's afraid of her words. Upright. 7 of coins in reverse. No, I don't think so. King of Cups. Upright. 3 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords. He's afraid that she'll take off with the kids. 3 of Wands in reverse. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. No. King of Swords. King of Swords and King of Cups showed up. So his dad and his brother showed up here. He's afraid that she'll break his heart. She's afraid that she threatens that she's going to take the kids from him. Absolutely. Knight of Swords is, racing away, rude words, threats. 6 of Swords is moving on. He's afraid she'll take the kids. But with the 8 of coins here and the 3 of wands, no, he's not afraid that she's working on a divorce. He's more afraid that she'll take the kids. I wonder if she's afraid that she'll do something to the kids. But he's more afraid of his dad and his brother. I think he's done with the heartbreak over her, because the 7 of coins in reverse is, I call it my dead card. It's like things that you started that just never took root, that just never came to harvest, never grew. And here we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, which is getting over heartache. I think everything that she's done up to this point, he's over. So he's not paranoid. He doesn't have a delusion that she's going to be divorced. He's paranoid, and his delusions are around the children and about what his dad and his brother are doing. But no, I don't think his heart would be that broken if she left him. He's more worried about the kids and his dad and his brother, about maybe going back to the family. But no, I think he's over that, about the divorce. Oh, look at that. And the clock agrees with me. And we've got a 3. Okay, the clock agrees with that one. Good question. Okay, so next question here is from the same thing from Sandra A. Lord or A. Lord. I have a question. Heard Meghan had a planning board. Was MA and Doria and Princess E involved in this plan? Marcus Anderson. So I have a question. Heard M had a planning board. Was Marcus Anderson and Doria and Princess E involved in this plan? Well, if you go to my Meghan and Prince Andrew, Doria and Princess Eugenie did not show up, but other people did. But we can ask, because did she originally on her vision board, did she originally include them in her plan to marry a prince? So let's see. Was Meghan on her planning board? We know Marcus Anderson was involved, but we're asking specifically, was Doria and Princess Eugenie ever involved in the plan to bag a prince in her gold digging plans? Did I say that out loud? I'll edit that. Was Doria and Princess Eugenie involved in her vision board plans regarding Prince Harry? Cards are ready. Oh, interesting cut. Oh, Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins. You know what? That could be Doria. Somebody pointed out to me that Doria is a Virgo. That's an earth sign queen. Oh, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is, oh, no, Eugenie is Leo. The Empress. Pregnancy was definitely involved. Knight of Wands. I think this is Marcus Anderson. Two of Wands, reverse. The Fool in reverse. And last card, Temperance in reverse. So yes, other females, other players were involved in her plans to be the queen and make babies. We have a male here. So yeah, I would say Marcus Anderson, her mother, Doria. The only thing is this doesn't involve Princess Eugenie, but I wonder if this is Princess Diana, because she really tried to emulate Princess Diana. And I've talked about that before, how freaky that was wearing her perfume. So Doria was involved. Princess Diana was involved. Marcus Anderson, definitely, she made these she didn't plan it out very well. She was very foolish the way she planned it out because it wasn't balanced. What's the underline? Oh, Eight of Wands. You know what? I don't think that vision board actually went very far. It did have some implications that she became the queen of the mothers, or mother queen, or queen, the empress. She wanted to be queen. So it really didn't come out that far. I don't think it was with Prince Harry. I think she wanted Prince William, and that's why she wanted to be the queen. But it was very foolish. It wasn't balanced. It was actually the Temperance in reverse can sometimes be the mini devil. It wasn't well planned out. It was a no-go. So her vision board didn't come to fruition because she didn't become the queen. She didn't marry William. She got Mr. Good Enough. But yes, Marcus was involved, and two women were involved, her mom and Diana. This even could be this could be Queen Elizabeth. Maybe she wanted to be like Queen Elizabeth's daughter-in-law, could be like the two queens. But we specifically asked about Doria, and Doria did show up. And it was a foolish thing to do. It never did really come true. I mean, she did get into the royal family, but it was to become the empress, and she didn't marry William. All right, great question. Thank you. All right, so next question here. Okay, Just Joy asks, can you read on Tom Sr.? There's something fishy going on, and he shows no affection for Junior or Sam and never speaks of their children. It's always Megan. Doesn't that seem strange to you? What a great observation. So thank you, Just Joy. That's a great observation. I'm going to do a quick reading on Tom Sr. What's going on there? Is he all that and a bag of chips? What's going on? You're right. He never speaks of, what about his other grandchildren? On the other hand, maybe he's respecting their privacy. I mean, he got burnt with the, telling the privacy of one of his daughters. So maybe he's really reluctant to say anything about his other grandchildren. lest they ghost him as well. But you're right. He doesn't seem to show any affection for Tom Jr. or Samantha. Let's see what's going on there. So let's do a general read on the energies of Thomas Markle Sr. I did do a reading, the Markle family saga, and you might want to go back and look at that. And that was about that video that they showed in Australia. Okay, Thomas Markle Sr. What can you tell us about him? What's going on with him? Oh, the fool. He's a very foolish man. He's not the brightest crayon in the box. He's made a lot of mistakes. Oh, yeah, with his children. He's made a lot of mistakes with his children and his siblings and his family and his past. His past isn't that clean. He's made a lot of mistakes. Seven of Wands. He's had to defend himself, and he's done it so far. He's stood the high ground, believe it or not. He's standing the high ground. He's being successful in defending himself from his past. Oh, 5 of Coins. Yeah. He might, 5 of Coins upright is being kicked out and no money. And this is in reverse. Somehow some money is coming to him. And he's being drawn back in. What's that? Oh, the moon. Everything he says is an illusion and foolish, and he always has to defend everything. It's almost like Meghan is like that as well, isn't she? It's foolish, it's an illusion, and then she has to defend it. And they always have an excuse for everything. The High Priestess, he's got tons of secrets in his past. Tons of secrets in his past. He's also got secrets about his children. And that book is closed, man. He's tight-lipped. He's very tight-lipped about what he wants to say about his children. Interestingly enough, there's only 2 children here. So he might be protecting them. Maybe I wonder if he's not showing affection and by protecting them. 6 of Swords. Yeah, he just feels like it's just one thing after another. There's never ending mental, emotional upheaval. That upheaval is just continuing. He's just continuing to defend himself. The Hermit on top of the 5 of Coins. Is Harry reaching out to him? Is Harry reaching out to him to discover some things? I'm stunned here because the Hermit card is Harry. And in reverse, on top of the 5 of Coins in reverse, so Harry's not being honorable. Harry might be reaching out to him under the table. What's he looking for? 6 of Coins. Again, we have 2 here. Does he actually only no, I don't. He recognizes all 3 of his children. But maybe it's really unbalanced how fair he is to those 2. And how much he gave Meghan. Like he gives these 2 a little bit. He tries to balance it out. He gives one more than the other because we have 3 and 2, even though he thinks it's balanced. So does he give them just a little bit? And then let's see what he gives. Oh, there's Meghan, the Queen of Wands, the female Leo. On top of Harry. I just got it because we have Meghan on top. We've got Harry and him are always on the outside, on the outs with her. And I think that's going to draw them together. I think when she kicks Harry out, I think that's going to draw them together. He's going to find out what's really going on with her. King of Coins. It's all about, it's Harry. 7 of Swords. He's not a very honorable man. He's not. And he doesn't have money. He can't retire. I don't think this is Harry. This is Harry. Harry can't. This is Thomas Markle. Is at retirement age. And so when you're at retirement age, the King of Coins is upright, is a successful retirement. And he was successful in his career. I mean, he won Oscars or Emmys or whatever he won. So he was very successful in his career. And in his career, he was making money. But now that he's retired, he's broke. He doesn't feel successful. He doesn't feel successful in, especially with money, because then it's on the Six of Coins. He might be looking at other people being charitable to him. He might be looking to Meghan for money. That could be part of the whole rift. He could even be saying, I've got secrets on you. I've got secrets on your past. If you do not divvy up some of this money because I'm broke, I might start spreading some lies, and I've got somebody here who will help me. I don't think Thomas Sr. is as outstanding as we think he is. And he's broke. He does not feel successful in retirement at all. But yeah, I think he's trying to get something out of Meghan. I think he's trying to get money out of her, and that might be why they're ghosting. And this all could be a charade because we have the moon here. We have illusion, delusion. Maybe she is giving him some money under the table. Let's keep this up. Here, Dad. Here you go. Let's keep this up. Because this, no news is no bad. There's no such thing as bad press. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this going. Right? Just saying, because something's being sneaky here. Something is very sneaky here. This is lying too. There's lots of lying going on here. Is it Meghan lying? Is it him lying? Or are they both lying together? Not in that way. Not in that way. In sneakiness. All right. So yeah. That's my reading on Thomas Markle Sr. And go back and look at the Markle family saga video I did as well. Okay, well, that's one page done. Got more to go here. Okay, so Helen Gagnon. I only discovered you a short week ago and I love your readings. Well, thank you. Do you see jail in Meghan's future? Great question. Let's just ask a yes, no. Is there jail in Meghan Markle's future? 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 Yes, no reading. Uprights, yes. Reversals, no. Cards are, oh, no, they aren't. They want a clearing. They want a clearing. I guess they're still stuck on the last reading. Okay. Is there jail in Meghan Markle's future? Is there jail in Meghan? The Hierophant. That's officials. That could be a judge. It could be a judge. It could be any kind of official. Is there jail in Meghan? It could be the royal family charges her with something. Is there jail in Meghan Markle's future? Cards are ready. Upright, yes. Reversals, no. The Empress. The Empress, the Queen. Justice in reverse. Oh, Nine of Swords, upright. Queen of Wands in reverse. You know where I'm going. Six of Cups, upright. Oh, the High Priestess, upright. Queen of Cups in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft, yes. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands could be a police officer too, Yes. Really upsetting about her past. Well, the Queen of Wands in reverse that's the female Leo. So she is not herself. It's her lies. It's her disloyalty. It's her integrity that is called to question. Look at how upsetting this is. This is nightmares. This is migraines. I just wanted to say migraine there. Isn't that interesting? And it's things to do with her past, things to do with family, ancestry. Look at this. Justice and the High Priestess. Two major, strong major arcanas. Her illegal dealings, I'm not going to say they're going to come to light because the high priestess keeps them in secret. There's going to be things that she has done that is kept secret. Look at one of the ladies in jail right now. We still don't know why she's in jail. They still haven't released the victim statements, right? Something like that. And you know what? We got that royal family card. I wonder if the royal family is going to keep some of the illegal things that she's done secret. So I'm thinking the children, the true birth or whatnot of the children, or how they came to be, or whatever, however illegally that was done, is going to remain very secret. We have the Queen of Cups on the Empress. She wanted to be the Queen of Hearts. This is the Diana card in reverse. I'm also wondering if Camilla's going to bring her down somehow. I'm wondering. But the Knight of Wands can sometimes be a police officer, because that's your Aries energy, and Aries are the military police officers. But we have a soft yes here. It might be touch and go when we have 4 upright, and it's not a strong yes. It'll depend on if these secrets come out. I'm pretty sure it's about the children. The Empress, pregnant with possibilities. And also, she was pregnant with possibilities. She could have turned out to be the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of, the people's princess, if she really wanted to. She was the one who turned that upside down. But also acting like Diana is she thought she could be the new Diana, and we all know where that's getting her. But yeah, could be, but we might not ever find out why. And because they seal the records, right? They seal the records. But soft yes. I think it has something to do with children. And that goes back to that one question I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to answer if that's illegal or not, but I will answer is she going to jail is jail in her future? Yeah, but I don't know why. Something to do with the children, and it will be sealed. Okay, something to do with her pregnancies. That's all I'm saying about that. Great question. Okay, so Rita Smith asks, I wonder if they also met with Harry the day before as lip readers. We're talking about the coronation. These are questions about the coronation. I wonder if they also met with Harry the day before as lip readers apparently picked up on Harry saying to Jack Brooksbank at the coronation service that he was sad about how he was being treated and that he tried to talk to him. This was in response to Jack asking Harry how the meeting had gone. Maybe you could ask the cards if Harry had any sort of meeting with the family on May 5th. Great question. Great reading. So thank you. And you're most welcome. And I'm going to add to this because Margaret Wright asked a very similar question. Can you throw some light on why Harry stopped at the palace on his way home from the coronation? The family was not at home, so why call in? Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna do a twofer here. So, did Harry meet with the family on May the 5th, the day before the coronation? Did he have any kind of meeting at all with the family before the coronation on May the 5th? Did Harry meet with the family on May the 5th? Did Harry meet with the family on May the 5th? And then we're going to ask, did Harry, what did he do on his way home? Why did he stop at the palace? So did Harry meet with the family on May the 5th before the coronation? And I have to spray these cards. I have to get that last reading out. Okay. And did Harry meet with the family before the coronation on May the 5th? Did Harry meet with the family before the coronation on May the 5th? Cards are ready. Ooh, really? They really want to chat about this one. Oh, the magician. The law of attraction. Was that on Megan's vision board? Something was being conjured up. Something was trying to come together. 9 of Wands, no, embarrassing, not successful. The devil in reverse. We might have known what the meeting was about. It was definitely not successful. Definitely not successful whatsoever. Oh, 7 of Wands in reverse. No, they tried to get a meeting together. Definitely with the magician here. You're trying to conjure up things. You're trying to get things together. You're trying to get things to work. No, absolutely not. King of Wands. King of Wands. Maybe Anne was involved in trying to get things going, or one of the courtiers. Um, Somebody was trying to get something going with a meeting with the family, but it absolutely did not. No, they were too worried about what the outcome would be from that. I just realized I got to cover that up. No, they didn't even want to. They didn't even want to be entangled with him whatsoever. No, 8 of Wands. So again, they were trying. They were really trying. 7 of Cups. No, it was all gaslighting. They were worried about the gaslighting. They were worried about the mental confusion. They were worried about how emotional this would be on everybody. Page of Cups. No, he was looking for his apology. Page of Cups can sometimes be an apology that you're looking for. I think he was looking for his apology. So they said, no, FO. No. Ace of Swords. Sometimes this can mean yes and success. I think in this regard, it means like this doesn't look like a happy Ace of Swords. This almost looks like with the red hair. I have something to say. I want to say something. And look at that. Is that a mistletoe he has? Kiss and make up? Because you kiss under the mistletoe, right? I have something to say. 4 of Coins. No, absolutely not. No. He was like kind of set free, right? No, and also maybe like say, we just don't have time. We have so much to do. We're all set free. 4 of Coins is hanging on and being greedy and miserly and no. Queen of Swords, upright. No, for legal purposes, no. For legal, look at this, Ace to Queen, no. And you know what? He really tried to bargain with them. Come on, please. Can we please? Come on. No, there just isn't time. There just isn't time. We've got so much to do. We got, things, people, places, and things to go to. And for legal purposes, no. Might have been some kind of contract even brought forward, like an NDA or something. I promise you it's an NDA. Let's do this. No. Queen of Swords. Also, who's the Queen of Swords? Who's an air sign? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I can't think right now. Married air is Sophie, maybe? Sophie? But anyways, somebody legal said no, absolutely not. And it was sent to him by email or even a text message maybe, or the internet. It was sent by the Heir. It wasn't a formal letter or something. He was just told, he was just asking, and they said no, absolutely not. His queen is almost blocking him from getting to the family, but he tried, definitely tried. This is the 2 of Coins. This is balancing back and forth. Okay, I promise I'll do this if you don't do that. Oh, you know what? Go back to my reading about Meghan, about them being uninvited. That's what it is. This is his bargaining. Remember? And I said he bargained, okay, what if it's just me? What if it's just me? No Meghan, no kids. And they allowed him to come to the coronation, but that was it. That was it. And this was him bargaining back and forth. Yeah, he was still looking for that apology. Okay, so now I'm going to ask, so if that was the case, for legal reasons, they didn't allow to talk, didn't want to meet. I think we're going to ask now, why did he stop at the palace on his way home? What was that all about? If none of the family was there, is that the only time he could stop at the palace because he wasn't allowed to see the family? So why did he stop at Buckingham Palace on his way to the airport if the family wasn't there? Now I think we have our answers, because legally he wasn't entitled to talk to the family. There might have even been some kind of restraining order with that Queen of Swords in the end. Also, the Queen of Swords can be, well, once you divorce your wife, because the Queen of Swords is the divorced person. It might even be like, well, if you divorce your wife, maybe we'll allow it. But he definitely asked if he could meet with the family. It didn't go that great. So let's see. Why did he stop at the palace on his way home? Cards are ready. Oh, Knight of Wands. Page of Swords. Something about Lily. Let's keep reading. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords showed up. Something legal. It was something legal. It was some kind of message. Some kind of message. Either he wanted to leave or he had to pick up, because the Knight of Wands is in reverse, so it's not moving. I think he had to pick up a message or some kind of legal papers or something. It was something legal. Something legal. Was it he had to pick up something legal before he left. Oh, was it something about his inheritance? Oh, something stuck on the inheritance from Queen Elizabeth. Did he have to provide some kind of papers or something? Maybe something about Lily, maybe something proof about Lily or something. It was some kind of legal papers, and it involved the Queen. Let's see if we get other cards. Nine of Wands. Whew. It was something embarrassing that he had to do. It was something embarrassing he had to do. I wonder if he had to give Two of Cups on the Queen of... It's something to do with him and Meghan. And it was embarrassing. Oh, is it the Frogmore? Six of Cups. Something to do with his past on the Eight of Wands here, because Eight of Wands, we're going backwards. Something to do with his past, with his family, and uncoupling. I wonder if he had, because Six of Cups is also ancestry. And I wonder if it was something he had to give up for the inheritance. The High Priestess. Something's being stonewalled. Something's being stopped from him. King of Wands. Here's this King of Wands. Who is this King of Wands? This must be someone high up in the firm. This has to be someone high up in the firm. Let's see. Five of Swords. Yeah, he's fighting over something, over getting his fair share, and he's not winning. He's absolutely not winning. They're stonewalling him about something, because he's actually embarrassed. It's something to do. Who's this King of Wands? I was hoping to see something more about a house. I wonder if this is something, because Seven of Wands, he's defending his actions. He's taking the high ground. It was something legal. Something legal. I think it's some kind of stalling with Queen Elizabeth. So I'm wondering, I did another reading and they're waiting for her inheritance for money. I wonder if he has to give up something to get something. I wonder if this King of Wands is a lawyer, or who's running her estate, the executor. That's the word I'm coming up with. And there's some kind of stonewalling here, some kind of dragging the feet. And as someone else pointed out, the Queen Mother, he's also waiting for money from the Queen Mothers. Oh, bingo, the clock called it. King of Wands, this is Princess Anne. And she's holding the money from the Queen Mother's will. And she's the one who gets to release it. And she keeps changing the goalposts and stonewalling him. And now it's not till he's age 40. Got it. Got it. Because it's family. Yeah, got it. So this is Princess Anne acting on in her masculine way of being a leader of being strong, because she's a Leo. So this is the male Leo, but it's also your energy. And he is continuing to fight this and fight this and fight this, and he's not winning. And he keeps defending his actions, and he's taking the high ground. It was about the inheritance and about Princess Anne stonewalling him. And as again, I've explained, the high priestess in reverse, it can, if it's surrounded by positive cards, it's a release of secrets. When it's surrounded by negative cards, it's those secrets are locked up forever, stonewalling. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. That's an uncoupling. That's a negative card. Nine of Wands in reverse. That's embarrassment. That's also a negative card. So I'm calling it stonewalling here. Princess Anne is stonewalling him and keeping him from his inheritance. And he's going to continue to fight on for that. Might be 5 more years. So that's why he stopped. They go back to my video on them needing money, and this will make more sense. Yeah. So that's why he stopped. He had to fill out some legal papers regarding his inheritance from his great grandmother. That's supposed to be due to him when he's 40. He might be asking for an advance on it now or something, allegedly. Okay. All right, so that's Prince Harry. Now we're still on Prince Harry. Are any of Harry's alleged children physically or mentally affected because of his lifelong illegal drug use? Great question. I'm going to defer that question to when I do a reading on the children on Archie and Lily, because let's just even see if he's a part of them, of his DNA. Because if he isn't, then that's not a point that we even have to address. Also, with the one child that I say he did have as a youngster, he was 22. I don't think at that point the illegal drugs were that much of a condition. And also we're kind of blocked from reading about that child. Not a lot came up about them. And so I think there's an energy block there. But we'll ask that when we'll defer that question to when we talk about the children. So thank you for your question. That was from Neva von Guten. So thank you, Neva, for that question. And I will defer that one when I do that reading. Okay, from Allison Warren. Can you do a quick read about his court cases? Please love to hear what your cards say. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to do a general. How is Harry going to do with his court cases? So far, not good. Oh, jeez. The devil. He is chained to those court cases. He is really hoping for a great outcome on those court cases. And I think, okay, that's enough for that question. Who's pushing those court cases? 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count. Who's pushing those court cases? Oh my God. That's why I like to shuffle in front of you guys, because you can't make this stuff up. If it was just my face and I was shuffling on a table, would you believe me that popped out? Oh, I needed that chuckle. Okay, do a quick reading. How's Harry going to do on his court cases? I believe he has 5 left. So I'm going to do 5 cards, and I don't know which ones are which. Actually, I just was told to do 7. So I'm going to do 7, upright, yes, reversal, no. And we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with these court cases. Cards are ready. Okay, first one, the world. No, this first one will not be successful. Oh, the emperor. The king might step in on the second one here. It might have something to do with the royal family. And I think he does have a court case against the royal family. The devil showed up now, this time in reverse. Where's my devil? So no, on the third one. Oh, 8 of Swords. He's the victim. He's the victim in all of this. He's going to feel one of them that he loses, that, it was the victim. Maybe he might even feel like the royal family stepped in. 5 of Wands. One of them is going to be a struggle. It might keep going. Maybe that's why I had to do 7. It might result in another one. 5 of Cups in reverse. One of them, he's going to be really, he might win one. He might get one, might go his way. Because that's, 5 of Cups upright is disappointment, depression, not being able to let go of the past. When it's in reverse, you can finally let it go, and the depression is lifted. So he might win one of them. And last one, death. He's not going to go very far with these at all. At all. At all. Underline, no, 7. And then we have 7, and that's probably why. So I know he's got 5. I think he has 5 on the books right now. I think it's going to turn into 7. And out of the 7, I think we've only got 1 here with the 5 of Cups in reverse. 1 definitely he won't, or it might carry on. That might be one of the ones that carry on because it's not complete. One of them, the crown is going to win. The crown will win that one. The king will win that one, whatever that one is. One will be a complete disaster. Of course, he's always the victim. He might argue one and then bring another court case on top of that. Or we might see a fresh one. One of them he will win and will be able to move on. And one of them, no, will go absolutely nowhere. Might even be thrown out of court. So that's how I see it. With the 7 of Wands, there's 7 here that he does not win. He does not win. Or, maybe 6 he does not win and 1 he does. All right. So that answers that. Okay. Let's keep going. Sorry, I just had to check and make sure the battery hasn't run out. Okay. So, yeah, I don't edit these, so you can see everything's above board. Here we have from Better Days Are Coming. Dorante-Day might have connections with the royal family, but that does not necessarily involve Charles. Did Camilla have another child? Did Margaret? Was it another member, even distant, who could have parented that child? A woman working in the royal household? More questions than answers. His relatives have said that he is not to be believed. And yes, this is the reading that I did on Dorante-Day. And it turned out, no, he is not their child. He is, he does have a royal connection. And the only reason I'm not going to read on this, I'm just going to talk on it because other things have come to light. Apparently, it was the Queen Mother who requested a royal household, not a royal family member, had a baby. And another members of the royal household were traveling to Australia to retire, and they just asked if they wanted to take this baby with them for adoption in Australia. And that's what happened. And there was a mix-up between them saying this is a royal household baby. The parents automatically thought it was from royalty. So the cards were right. There was a connection to royalty, but it's not DNA, it's by association. And his relatives are right that he's not to be believed. There is a connection to royalty by association, not by DNA. So that's about all I'm going to say on that because the cards are very definite. Now, did Camilla have another child and did Margaret? I think I might do separate readings on those. I think I might do a complete separate reading on Camilla. I've already done a reading on Margaret, and I might revisit that. I don't know. Wasn't that great of interest in Margaret? But this Dorante-Day does not have royal blood. Is royal by association, and that's the last word I'm gonna say on that. All right, okay. So thank you for your question, and I appreciate all these questions because then we can address them and clear them up. Okay, because a lot of people ask me that question. Bear asks, now I'm wondering about Major Johnny Thompson. Is he Charles' son, right? I thought Queen Camilla was the mom. Now, I'm gonna quickly do a yes, no on this. Is Johnny Thompson King Charles' son? Is Johnny, and if we get a yes, and I'll try and suss out who the mother is. If we get a no, then we'll leave that one to rest as well. And I think once I do a reading just on Camilla, her past, present, future, we'll bring that up again then. So the first question is he, 2 of Wands, King of Swords, something legally had to be planned. So let's ask about Major Johnny Thompson. Is he King Charles' son? Is Johnny Thompson, and how many of us hope he is? Is Johnny Thompson King Charles' son? Is Johnny Thompson King? Oh, Ace of Coins, seed planted, the sun in reverse. So sun not acknowledged, sun in the dark. Okay, cards are obviously ready. Let's read on this. Yes, no, uprights, yes, reversals, no. We have a trickster energy here, reversal, magician, 10 of coins, family, upright. 8 of cups, not walking away, and he has stuck around. In reverse, the Hierophant, the royal family, here they are. So we got the Temperance, blending of sperm and egg, 2 of coins, upright, and 10 of swords. So we have 1, 2, 3 upright. What's the underlying? 2 of swords. You know, this is a soft no. Did I ask if he's a biological child? We have family. He's family. He's definitely family. Is he Charles? I don't know. We have the 10 of swords, which is ruin, and the magician in reverse. Something happened that it was a healing moment. The royal family was definitely involved. They had to make a decision. And because we're talking pregnancy, I'd say yes, this is sperm and egg combined in temperance and creating something. And also 8 of cups, though. Remember I said cups hold things, and when they're in reverse, they don't. But it's something stuck around. I'm wondering if the paternity didn't stick around. Because that is a male. There's something here, though. There's something here. A decision had to be made. Oh. King of Swords again in reverse. King of Coins in reverse. 7 of Swords. 3 of Cups. Strength. There's something here. I don't think it's Charles, but there's something here. The royal family was involved. There was a near miss of ruin. I wonder if back then they didn't have DNA, so they weren't sure. There was definitely some kind of celebration. Somebody walked away from it. From him. Royal family definitely was involved. They didn't know what to do about it. And I think what happened was they were stubborn about it until the 8th month of pregnancy, or didn't know about it, and it was too late. King of Coins and King of Swords. We got too many. Oh, Philip. So who's the King of Coins? So Philip was involved, right? Because we're talking years and years ago. This can't be William. Philip was involved and really upset. King of Coins. Who's King of Coins? 7 of Swords. Something was taken away. That's what I'm thinking. Something snuck away. Something was taken away. But there was a celebration. It was a celebration of birth. There's the Leo. Unexpected pregnancy. 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups, family. Knight of Coins. Who is the reverse king? I wonder if that's the father. because Charles is not the father. Charles is not the father. Something to do with Philip and this King of Coins. Wonder if Philip is the father. You know what? I have another question here. I think about, I do have another question here. I did have another question. Does Philip have any other children? I was going to do a whole reading on that, just as I've done for Harry and for Charles. I'm going to save this question for Philip, because he showed up here and another King of Coins showed up here. I'd like to know if you have an idea who's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, male, because obviously it can't be the Queen's father. He would have been long past. Philip is here. If you have any idea who that is, please let me know. But I'm going to defer this question to when I do Philip's children. All right? Okay. Well, yeah. So that answers that. Johnny is not Charles' son. There's a connection there, but he is not Charles' son. So I don't know if Camilla is the mother. I'm going to defer that to when I do past, present, and future for Camilla. Okay, from Bear. I saw a documentary about how King Edward IV was illegitimate, and thus the true heir to the throne of England is King Michael of Jerilderie, Australia. Is it possible to ask in an upcoming reading? Thank you. You know, I've always been fascinated by this question as well. I have seen this documentary about the and I can't remember the reasons behind why he was the king and the other person wasn't, but this fellow was just quite happy not to be king, and he wasn't bothered by it, so that's why he doesn't pursue it. And you know, sometimes when you look at the family, you're like, yeah. Maybe he was the blessed one. Anyways, I digress. You know, just like William was the blessed one to get. Can you imagine if Harry was the firstborn? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. That would be the end of the monarchy. I'll tell you right now, people would not be impressed. Okay, but thankfully we have William coming up as king. And I hope I'm blessed to live long enough to see it, because I think he's going to be a fabulous king. And that's not to take away from King Charles. It's just my opinion about King William. Okay, so King Edward is illegitimate and thus the true king. And I don't know how he became illegitimate or not legal. The true heir to the throne of England. So the throne of England is King Michael of Jerilderie. I'm sorry, I butchered that. Australia. So is King Michael the true heir to the throne of England? Is King Michael, who currently lives in Australia, the true king to the throne of England? Is King Michael the true heir to the throne of England? Cards are ready. Ooh, 5 of coins in reverse. He's been kicked out, but is he being brought back in? 6 of cups in reverse. He's not related to this current king. I'll tell you that right now. If this came upright, I'd say, well, there's obviously some kind of past or siblings even. But this is, no, I don't think he's related. Ace of Cups. Get a yes here. 10 of Cups in reverse. And with the 6 of Cups, he's not family. Absolutely, he's not family. But we asked, is he the true heir to the King of England? Page of Wands. Yeah, we might hear some positive news about that. I wonder if but in that documentary, he was absolutely not interested in coming back. And the Ace of Cups is some kind of offering, and the Page of Wands is some kind of news some kind of news that grows, some kind of creative news that replicates. And of course, 5 of coins in reverse is coming back into the fold. Is he trying to come back in, but he doesn't want to be part of the family? 8 of Wands on top of the 6 of Cups. Yeah, his claims of being part aren't going anywhere. I don't think he claims. I think people just dig around. The Hermit. No, he wants to be left alone. He does. But in some respect, maybe he just wants the truth. Sometimes a Page of Wands can bring us truth. But overall, he doesn't want anything to come of it. He doesn't even want to be part of the family. He just wants to be left alone in his own knowledge. The lovers on the 10 of Cups. I think it's his choice not to be part of the family, because the lovers can also be the choice card. And then he's not really that keen on being part of the family. He really isn't. He's a very smart man, because the Hermit is, when it shows up like this, is somebody who's, it's also going to be called the Sage, which is somebody full of wisdom. Something legal here. Queen of Swords. This might be, you know what? Because sometimes she can bring divorce, the Queen of Swords. I wonder if he's ever had to sign something legal, disavowing any claim he has to the throne. 8 of Coins. I think he had to sign something that disavowed anything to the crown. I honestly do. And he is some type of skilled worker. I think he just really likes it, and he was glad to sign it. He was glad not to be involved and not move forward with it, tell you the truth. I think he just likes his little life, and he works on whatever his career is, and he wants to be left alone. Definitely wants to be left alone. He might have told them to back off, to tell you the truth. 5 of Cups. I think sometimes he laments about what could be, because look at this, could even be a king with a crown, because you always looking at the past, lamenting about the past, about past decisions, about how things could have been, and you aren't looking at your future opportunities. I think there has been a little bit of lamenting about the past and things that went on in the past, and how the future would be a little bit different if things weren't as they were. Justice. No, justice has not been served. I think he has understood that he knows the truth, because we have the Ace of Cups. So yes, he is the rightful heir. He does not want to be part of that family. I just think he just might not know what to do. He just didn't know what to do about it. He might have been early in life approached to sign a legal document that disclaiming anything, and maybe that bothered him a little bit. And he just decided to work on his own life, because that's on top of the choice card. He chose not to really be part of that family. And I think that would be part of it too. If he ascended to the throne, that part of that whole family would be gone. Wouldn't even be in the picture. And so maybe he just felt it was too much work. He knows justice has not been done, and he's stuck with what he has. He's stuck with the choices that he made. And again, that's not nude, that's his nude panties. And the High Priestess and the 6 of Coins, he might have gotten some kind of payout, to be honest. He might have gotten some kind of payout. That could be with this queen, with signing not an NDA, because he talks about it freely, about disclaiming anything, he might have had some lawyers contact him, and he knew it wasn't fair. He'd be willing to talk about it. He'd be willing to talk about it. I think he got a small payout. He might have been, here you go. But he knows the current royal family is just an illusion, and he's disassociated himself with it, and it did break his heart a little bit to find out the truth. You know what? I think that was a bit of, in that special, there's a bit of facade of, I don't care, I don't need it, I've got my humble little life here, and so be it. No, there's an undercurrent of, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. And there's not a lot I can do about it. The hangman, his hands are tied. They tied his hands when the truth came out. And he might write a book about it. He might write a book, which he's legally entitled to. He's just not legally entitled to anything to do with the crown. And he knows they're all an illusion. And he's kind of separated himself from it. It did break his heart once he found out the truth. It was the heartbreaking. He's not as brave as he says he is. I mean, how can that not play on your mind? How can it not? Think about it as a human being. What if somebody told you, you know what? You won this $50 million lottery ticket, but since you didn't claim it, it expired. That's the feeling I'm getting. And then you're like, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I haven't really lost anything because I didn't know I had the money, but deep down, you dream about that money every night. I think that's kind of the energy I'm picking up from this. Great question. So yes, he is, but it is what it is. Everything is worked out the way it is. And for whatever reason, everything is the way it is. And this is what could have been. All right. Great question. Because I saw that special and I knew I was going to ask that question anyways, one of these days. So there you go. That's the energy surrounding that. Don't be surprised if you hear a little bit more about him in the coming months and days. Okay, so now this was a question from William's Other Children's video. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and have a quick watch of that. And I talked about, because I asked the cards, does Harry have any other children? And then I thought it was only fair that I ask if William has other children. And now I'm going to ask if Philip has any other children. But anyways, the question was regarding from William's Other Children video. Some other tarot reader said one of the children was by surrogacy. Can you ask that in the future? Yes, of course. Perfect way to end our Q&A session today. So out of William's 3 living children, were one of them or more by surrogacy? And I'm just going to do a quick yes/no reading here because I've already done a reading on his children. So is one of the children by one or more by surrogacy? William's 3 living children are one or more by surrogacy. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Is one or more of William's children or Kate's pregnancies by surrogacy? Cards are ready. Oh, interesting gut. We got these 2 right off the top. Ace of coins, no. 9 of coins, no money was exchanged. 4 of coins, so we got 3 reversals. Oh, we have one upright. 2 of coins. We have Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Chariot upright, and we have the 10 of Cups upright, underlying 4 of Wands. So we asked we're one or more, and we only have 1, 2, 3 yeses. So the answer is no. No, there's 4 no's. I think and the card agrees here. Oh, and we got 4. We got 4. Because he did have 4 children. If you go back to that video, there were 4 pregnancies. And I think that's showing up here in reverse with the 4 of Wands in reverse. I think they might have considered it at some point because Catherine was so sick. She was so sick with her pregnancies. They may have considered it because Ace of Swords in reverse can sometimes be surgeon or surgery. And here we have the Four of Coins in reverse, and we have the 3 and the 1. So it might have even been considered after she lost one of the babies. But with the Chariot, the 10 of Cups, here we have the happy family. I think they're happy with their 3. We have Ace of Coins, which is a no seeds were planted. 9 of Coins, no other female was involved. Nobody got paid for her pregnancies. 4 of Coins. I think maybe after she lost the baby, they might have been considering it or adopting, right? Because they were, I think it was after she lost the baby, because we have 2 4s here. Maybe they were, but you can't adopt and be in the line of succession. You can't be surrogacy and in the line of succession. You can have the children all you want. It's just whether they would, what kind of titles would they have? How fair would that be to the 3 that have titles, to the one who doesn't, the one who isn't in line, etc., etc. So they moved on from that idea. They moved on from any kind of physician help. And they moved on from that with the Chariot here. They're happy with what they've got. They're really happy with what they got. So I'm saying no. I'm saying they might have considered it because Catherine was so ill with her pregnancy. She was very, very ill. She actually had to be hospitalized. The doctor might have even recommended it here with this Ace of Swords in reverse. And they may have considered after she lost the 4th one, because like I said, we have the 4th, but no, they never used surrogacy for any of their pregnancies. They're happy with the outcome. Everything is just fine in their family. All right. So that ends this session, this marathon session of Q&A. I love all your questions. Please keep them coming. If I can answer them, I will. I'm getting inundated with questions now, so I might have to break this up into 2 sessions. I'm thinking of doing a live reading, and then we'll just do questions during the live, but I will need help with that. So it has to be when my husband is home, and he works really wonky shifts. So I don't know how far in advance I'd be able to book that. And if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like some of the answers, please don't give it a thumbs down. Just rate your like on the quality of the reading, please. Thank you so much for all your questions, all your comments, all your likes, all your subscribes. I'm totally overwhelmed. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take good care. Bye for now. See you in the next one.